Yo, welcome back. Today we're gonna be reacting to a video about the collapse of Prime, which is a bit weird because I swear, uh, like a year ago or a couple of months ago, there was like this like big thing about what they called Prime being sold out in the UK or something like that. Like kids were going crazy. Then again, I guess the higher the what's it called, the hype for something goes, the easier it is to fall, huh?
$1.2 billion
Oops, that was probably too loud for you guys. Sorry about that.
empire, and now it's collapsing in front of everyone. Profits are down over 90%, suppliers are suing,
Wait. Fuck.
and now it's collapsing in front of everyone. Profits are
2024? I swear that maybe it was 2023 where everything was like sold out, right? I don't know.
down over 90%.
There's no way it's down over 90% because they still have a big fan base. Some time ago they were recruited into the WWE, the wrestling thing. Not the actual like wrestling, but the showman type, like whatever. And I think they were promoting it there. There's no way. Then again, I guess WWE has an older audience, so maybe it didn't really work out as advertisements.
Suppliers are suing, and the lies keep piling up.
Logan Paul fires back at streamer accusing him of lying about consuming. Logan Paul. What? So he's saying Ludwig isn't consuming his drink? What does that have to do with anything? Did they like sign the contract or something? Uh, Under scrutiny over high caffeine content, that was obvious. I mean, okay, there's no way it took them. Okay, this video is old, right? No, it's 7 days ago. Like, whatever.
But here's the twist.
Actually, maybe because it's marketed towards kids, that's the problem. Because when I saw Prime, I just thought, oh, it's like a Red Bull or a Monster. Sure,
Prime didn't
whatever.
collapse because of taste, price, or even the lawsuits. It collapsed because of a billion-dollar mistake hiding in plain sight. The question
Huh? Yeah, like this one. I remember seeing this one like last year. Didn't they release it?
is, what was that mistake, and
Oh wait, they said it was trash, right?
how did two YouTubers convince millions of people to fight over colored water in plastic bottles? This isn't just the story of a failed drink, it's proof hype can build a
It's just hype.
billion-dollar business,
Yeah,
but
like I
without
said.
fundamentals, it always collapses. And the lesson Prime ignored is the difference between a
Well, does it really matter if it's collapsing? Because they already made all the money they want, you know? It's like the crypto bros. They pump and dump. It doesn't matter if the coin is fucked after. They already got away with the money, right? Unless they're getting sued, then yeah, I guess.
fleeting
But
fad,
it's not
the
gonna
loss
happen.
of brand.
Because I mean, was it Logan or Jake who did the crypto sue or whatever scam, and nothing happened to him?
But to understand how Prime pulled off one of the most spectacular rise and falls in beverage history, we need to go back to where it all began. The year is 2022. The influencer economy is in full swing,
Okay.
TikTok is dominating youth culture, and two YouTubers who built their careers on manufactured
I
drugs.
actually don't remember or didn't know about any of these. Like I just remember seeing it in some like drama video about how like kids are getting bricked or something by consuming Prime since it has like too much caffeine, sweeteners, and all that.
Drama are about to launch what appears to be the perfect product.
Bricked as in mentally bricked, like fucked, not into whatever.
Logan Paul and KSI had 50 million followers and a
Because
rivalry that broke
bricked
the
has
internet,
other meanings,
but zero
whatever.
experience in beverages. Gatorade was built by scientists, Body Armor by nutritionists, and Prime, well, it was built by entertainers betting they could outhype the experts. And here's what most people missed. They were entering the single most competitive market in the beverage industry,
Energy drinks.
sports drinks, against
Oh,
giants who had spent decades building unshakable.
Gatorade, I think is pretty dead now. Like I don't really hear about them anymore. Even when I was in school, I only heard about them in middle school. Then it kind of just died. People were drinking like monsters and shit like that.
unbreakable positions. Their mindset was simple. We can beat Gatorade
Yeah, and a lot of a lot of the times I heard Gatorade was because they joke about being, oh yeah, you're gay or raid.
with influence. Kids will buy anything with our faces on it, and if we aim high enough, we'll launch the first influencer-backed sports drink and make billions. However, instead of
By the way, to be clear, they're not the first ones to do this. Like to release like a drink or whatever. Like a lot of what's it called previous influencers have done this. They've also done it with food and other shit and perfume.
following conventional beverage industry wisdom, they made 3 decisions that seemed brilliant at the time, but contain the seeds of their own destruction. First, they partnered with Congo Brands, the company behind 3D energy drinks, while presenting Prime as if it was their own creation.
I
Second,
don't
they
know who
launched
that
with
is.
artificial scarcity, creating
Uh, okay, never mind. I was gonna say there's no way anyone believes it's their own creation. Like they obviously just, got a deal to be the heads or the figures for the drink. But it is marketed towards kids. So I guess you could say that yeah, they tricked the consumers or the kids into thinking they made it themselves, I guess.
manufactured urgency instead of building sustainable demand. And thirdly, they positioned themselves against established giants
Sorry,
urgency
what
instead
happened?
of building
They launched
sustainable.
with artificial scarcity. Yeah, this is what I was talking about. Prime in the UK, I think is where it was like the biggest. I guess because KSI is from there.
Demand, and thirdly, they
It was
positioned
super
themselves against
scarce.
established giants without creating their own category. Behind the hype was a simple truth.
Wait, was this a joke or did it actually happen where kids were bringing their Prime and they wouldn't even drink them, or they would bring them empty just to show off? Because I remember something like that. I don't know if it was Prime though. Maybe it was something else, some other drink.
Prime wasn't born in a lab or a locker room. It was repackaged from an existing energy drink and then positioned against
Yeah.
Gatorade's 50-year head start. And that raises the question, if Prime was truly revolutionary, why hide who really made it? Marketing lesson number
This happens all the time, I think. No, I'm pretty sure it does. Where brands just don't hit it off, so they rebrand and get another like a figurehead to promote it.
1. When you can't win on substance, manufacture perception. Here's where Prime showed their strategy. They knew they couldn't compete on product innovation or quality, so they positioned Prime not as a better liquid, but as a better identity. The customer wasn't buying hydration, they were buying membership in
Status.
Logan and KSI's world. Look at the
Yeah.
design choices. Loud, YouTube-ready colors, Logan and KSI's pictures are front and center, packaging that look more like a gaming skin than a sports drink. Every detail screamed this wasn't made for athletes, it was built for kids on the internet.
Dude,
The hydration
I don't know, my little sister, like got one of these. I don't know if she was in the trend or anything, or she just got it to taste it. These just look like the sheep ice creams. Like the where you're in the beach and the ice cream truck comes. It looks like those. I don't know. Something about the colors. Even the ice pop. It's that dog shit, cherry and blueberry. Like red blue ice cream. I just fucking
Every
hate
detail
it.
screamed this wasn't made for athletes, it was built for kids on the internet. The
Yeah.
hydration category was a bit archaic. We saw an opportunity to make a great product that was a better for you product. Logan
The hydration. A better for you. Wouldn't water be a better for you product?
Paul in 2023. They literally
Just
designed a
plain
beverage
water?
brand based on the psychology of social signaling, and initially it worked exactly as planned. But creating buzz around rebranded energy drinks was just the start. Prime needed to establish itself as the must-have item for Gen Z. Instead of
Scarcity.
traditional advertising, Prime created a brilliant but dangerous strategy focused
Scarcity. Because if there's only so many in the market, then those who have it, they're special. You know what I
entirely
mean?
on manufactured urgency. But here's the crucial part.
I
They
said-
weren't creating real scarcity, they strategically engineered shortages to trigger what psychologists call loss aversion. Limited drops that sold out in minutes, strategic restocks timed with Logan and KSI's content, exclusive flavors available only during hype cycles, school bans that made Prime feel forbidden, and reseller markets where these
School ban. Why would a school ban them? Like, Like there's a lot of things which is like, okay, sure, ban it, whatever. But banning like a drink, like why? Like people were probably just had it in their like in this like water sack in their backpack. You know, the one on the side to show off. I doubt they did much.
Bottles sold upwards of $50 each. Each of these tactics exploited teenage psychology. If everyone wants it and you can't have it, you want it even more. And the hype
Yeah.
didn't stay online. Prime became the official sports drink of Arsenal FC and the UFC. Arsenal branded bottles sold out instantly.
Wait, it was the UFC? Wasn't it WWE? I swear they had the YouTuber or streamer Speed like wear like a shirt or drink it.
And queues formed outside UK supermarkets. Even mainstream outlets like the BBC and Guardian reported
Energy drinks to be banned. I agree with this. Energy drinks have way too much caffeine for little kids.
chaotic sellouts, long lines, and school bans. Prime had broken out of Logan and KSI's bubble. It was now a full-blown cultural phenomenon. Marketing lesson number 2. Artificial scarcity creates real demand, temporarily. But here's what Prime discovered about manufactured urgency. It has an
People move on as well. If it's too scarce, people just forget about it. It's like, well, that's so cool. I want to get one. The next weekend, they ask their mother, "Hey, let's go get this. I want this. Come on, come on, please." It's not there. Maybe the next weekend they do the same thing. But you know what they're gonna do the next weekend after that? The third weekend? They're gonna stay home. Or they're gonna go like play outside with their friends. Because at that point, it's like, whatever. I couldn't get it the last 2 times. Who cares?
expiration date. When scarcity is artificial, eventually supply catches up with manufactured demand. In marketing, the illusion of exclusivity and
Oh, I
scarcity
was wrong.
works
Never mind.
wonders. Controlled urgency. If you're hard to come by, if your time is limited, your stock automatically goes up. Dia Poirier. The question is, what happens when the artificial becomes obvious? This brings us to Prime's most sophisticated and ultimately fatal strategy, identity-based consumption. Prime understood something that traditional beverage companies missed. Gen Z doesn't just buy products, they buy
Identity.
skills. Marketing lesson number 3. When products are commodities, sell identity transformation.
I like predicting what these videos do, like the professional looking videos, like the philosophy of marketing. I have no idea about marketing, but when I can like predict something like that, it's like, oh yeah, I'm
While
smart.
Gatorade focused on athletic performance and Powerade pushed hydration science, Prime was selling something entirely different: social status among
You're cool.
kids who live
Yeah.
online. The data reveals Prime's true strategy. It was marketed as a sports drink, but its real audience was teens and young adults. This wasn't about athletic performance, it was about social performance. And here's the marketing data from Prime. The real audience, 52.6% of KSI's fans and nearly half of Logan's fans are 18 to 24 years old, Prime's core buyers. The buying motivation
50, 18, dude. There's no way you're that old, and you're buying like getting hyped up for a drink. Then again, I guess my brothers really like energy drinks. Actually, I don't know about my second brother anymore. But my oldest brother definitely does. He's a trucker. He loves it.
teams bought Prime to flex online, trading bottles at school and reselling them for $20 to $50 a bottle. The usage context
Dude, the school banned it because they were reselling, by the way, which I never understood. It's like, why are you banning kids, making a profit? Like, if they want to buy some, what were they called? Takis or Cheetos at the store and sell them for like $3 or $4 and get more money. Why can't they do that? Like, they're making a business, they're making money, I guess because of taxes or something. Maybe there's sort of like, maybe this counts as a work, and because they're underage, it could count as illegal work, maybe. Like, that's the only reason I could see.
Prime appeared more in schools, cafeterias, and TikToks.
And kids, as far as I know, kids can't pay taxes, right? So maybe there's something like weird there. Otherwise, there's like no point.
Gyms, and finally the premium pricing. Prime sold for over $3 a bottle in the US, 2 to 3 times that of Gatorade or Powerade. By 2023, Prime was generating over
What about Red Bull and Monster? Are those not classified as energy drinks, or I guess these are sport drinks, right? Not energy.
2 to 3 times that of Gatorade or Powerade.
So Wikipedia isn't a valid citation.
By 2023, Prime was generating over $1.2 billion in revenue and nearly triple the price
But Wikipedia does have citations in it, which you can use.
of traditional sports drinks. This wasn't marketing, this was masterful psychology manipulation. Products are made in a factory, but brands are created in the mind.
Yep.
Walter Landor. But identity-based marketing has a fatal flaw. What happens when the identity shifts? What happens when the cultural moment passes? This brings us to Prime's billion-dollar strategic blunder.
Then you dump the idea, you dump the beverage, and you continue to a new product. Yeah.
Mistake that doomed them from day one.
In a year or two. Because people are exhausted already from this. So you gotta give them some cool off time.
Breaking the law of category. If you can't be first, you must create a new category. Red Bull didn't compete with Coke or Pepsi, it invented the energy drink category and dominated it. Prime, by contrast,
And it didn't stay, like, Red Bull actually has this really smart thing where it doesn't just, it's not just an energy drink, they also do like really big, really wild and crazy like challenges. Where it's like, you know this is an ad for Red Bull. Like at the end of the challenge, it was like, I'm drinking my Red Bull, you know, logo in the front and all, so you can see it. Like it's an ad, but it doesn't feel like an ad. It feels, you know, like you're watching something cool, different, like entertaining.
forced itself into the toughest category in beverages, sports drinks. Gatorade owned performance, Powerade owned hydration, Body Armor owned healthy. Every angle was already taken. With no category of its own, Prime had nothing to stand on but celebrity hype. Marketing lesson number 4. Category kings are nearly impossible to dethrone. If you can't be first in a category, set up.
Are they? Yeah. Yeah, they are. Because, let's be honest, if you grow up drinking Coca-Cola, like, what, are you gonna switch up to another drink? No, because you have all your memories and everything in the drink. Yeah, yeah, you can't do that.
One you can be first in. Al Ray's and Jack Trout advertising.
Unless you become popular with the kids, then you can overpower them.
Executives. Prime never created its own category. It tried to squeeze into one already owned by giants. For a while, hype disguised the mistake, creating the illusion of unstoppable momentum. But the real question is, how long can hype outrun strategic positioning? And by 2024, the answer became brutally clear: not long. The numbers told a devastating story that revealed the hollowness behind the hype. And here's Prime by the numbers. The UK sales dropped 70% in 2024, the profits collapsed 91.6% year over year, supplier lawsuits alleging inflated projections, Prime banned in many UK.
Okay, sorry. Give me a second. When did they do the WWE collab? Because I swear it was this year. WWE and Prime. I mean, there's a Reddit from the WWE Reddit, I guess, that said apparently it ended.
Schools over health concerns, and the loss of 63.1 million euros in absolute value gain in 12 months, the largest drop of any food and drink brand in 2024. Refresco, Prime's bottler, sued for $67.7 million after Prime failed to meet its promised order volumes, leaving Refresco stuck with costly production built on hype-driven forecasts. Hype is the sugar high of marketing. It spikes fast and crashes hard if you don't have the subs.
Now, let's be honest. What was it, 67 million or whatever?
Bottler sued for $67.7 million.
They made more. Dude, they made more than 67 million. Like, sure. Just give them the money. Like, it doesn't matter.
Failed to meet its promised order volumes, leaving Refresco stuck with costly production built on hype-driven forecasts. Hype is the sugar high of marketing. It spikes fast and crashes hard if you don't have the substance to sustain it.
Yep.
Mark Ritson. By 2024, TikTokers who'd once fought over Prime were showing bottles collecting dust. Meanwhile, Gatorade continued its steady dominance without acknowledging Prime's existence. When you own a category, you don't need to respond to pretenders, time eliminates them for you. Marketing lesson number 5. Hype-driven growth is unsustainable without category ownership. Prime violated the fundamental laws.
Hype-driven growth is yeah, people move on. And you can't be hyped forever. It's like a Silk Song. People were super hyped. Oh, are they gonna announce Silk Song in this game presentation or whatever they're called? Nope, they didn't. Oh, they didn't again. Oh, next year they didn't. You know, you just stop
Marketing
caring.
and built on hype instead of differentiation. The result? Collapse was only a matter of time. In a moment, we'll see where Prime is now, but before that, let's break down the 5 biggest lessons everyone can learn from Prime's extraordinary rise and fall. Lesson number 1. Artificial scarcity creates artificial demand.
Sure.
Manufactured urgency works in the short term, but creates unsustainable expectations that eventually collapse.
So, go for the short-term gains, right? Make as much as you can in the short term, then dump it. Yeah, get all the money you can.
Lesson number 2.
Like, Logan for sure knows how that works with his Cryptosuit, was it? Scam?
Identity marketing
Or not scam, I guess.
requires authentic differentiation. You can't build lasting brands on borrowed credibility from celebrity endorsements alone. Lesson
Yeah.
number 3. Category
Unless... No, because even like a fashion, what's it called? Clothes, go out of style. Or not style, out of hype. Like what's the purse name? Balenciaga? Or Louisiaga? Like I don't really hear about that anymore. Same with the other ones that used to be big. Like the one with that sold the brick. Like the brick with the logo or the name on it. Like I don't hear about that one anymore. So yeah, he's right about this.
positioning beats celebrity positioning. Fighting established giants in their strongest market is strategic suicide without superior resources. Lesson number 4. Hype signals weakness, not strength. Excessive buzz often masks fundamental problems with the product or its positioning. And finally, lesson number 5 is often
let's see that again. Hype signals weakness, not. I disagree. For example, Silk Song. Silk Song was super hyped up, and when it came out, it was good from what I've heard. I myself haven't played it to be honest, but everyone says it's good. Everyone loved it. Also, people were hyped. I don't know. I guess that's only in games, right? When it comes to energy drinks and like clothes and all that, I guess hype is just for the individual. Because in games, if you do a good job making a game, people are gonna be hyped for your next game. But here, like in this case, you know, I don't know if KSI has done anything bad. As far as I know, he just makes music now, and does this and like boxes.
Hype signals
I disagree overall. I don't think this is a good one.
weakness, not strength. Excessive buzz often masks
Because people can be hyped because you made a previous product, which is good.
fundamental problems with the product or its positioning. And finally, lesson
Also, you want hype for your product. That's the whole point of advertisement, isn't it? To get people to know, to remember your product and to be hyped for it.
number 5, viral moments don't equal sustainable business models. Social media success doesn't automatically translate to long-term market viability. Today, Prime technically still exists, but it has become exactly what marketing theory predicted, a cautionary tale about confusing viral success with sustainable strategy. Fads are short-term. They hit like a wave, generate a lot of hype, saturate the market, and fade as
Is he
quickly
gonna
as the
show
pros,
like a
Al
graph?
Rays and Jack Trout.
No.
In the end, Prime didn't fall for lack of hype, it drowned in it. They mistook noise for strategy and momentum for foundation. And in business, no matter how loud the moment, it's the fundamentals that decides who survives. Now, if you found value in this breakdown of Prime's billion-dollar rise and fall, hit that like button and subscribe to the Philosophy of Marketing.
All right. Uh,
put together a free.
yeah, if you want to know more about marketing, I guess follow him. And I've never read this book, so I can't really recommend it. But you know, go. What's this? Oh, now you can hide these. It took them like 10 years, no? Anyways, realistically, what's gonna happen? The company behind Prime is probably just gonna dump it, go to another set of what's it called, influencers, and make a new product, and then dump it, because I swear they end up making more money. Like sure, they lose 67 million maybe if the lawsuit or whatever works, but how much did they make overall? Probably 200 million plus, no? And it's whatever. See you tomorrow, maybe, if I get a YouTube streaming to work, because I do want to hear some whatever. I'm gonna be streaming tomorrow, maybe Street Fighter 6 for a bit. Peace.